Where's Dave?
You know, I got a feeling he's gonna absolutely hate this car. And there he is now. There we go. This is my guy.
What is that?
It's a 96 Laredo.
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
I thought we were doing new car reviews.
But it's a classic! Makes you feel like you're in a
New car, Dave. Bring that piece of shit back, give me a new car.
You know, the e-brake's dead on this too. I should have hit you with it.
All right. So, bud, here's the real question. How do you like this compared to,
The ancient artifact that you dug out of the Hudson River? Yeah.
Yes, the ancient artifact that
1,000 times better. This is the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit 4xe.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very comfy.
So,
I mean,
I haven't driven it, you've been driving, so
Yeah.
I have no idea how it drives. As far as the passenger goes, you will definitely be a passenger princess.
Yeah.
Massaging seats, ventilated seats, heating seats, or rather heated seats.
okay.
Sorry. Beautiful Macintosh upgraded sound system. You have it called a little comfort.
Yeah, we have everything that we would want in a nice modern vehicle.
Nice
It's not,
leather dashboard with two-tone stitching,
you're not just
contrast
staring
stitching.
at plastic. And I love how
Wood grain.
the entertainment here is it's like it's embedded.
So I like the look.
Yeah. The
Jeep
positioning.
could have done a little bit better with
It's a little laggy.
the lagginess.
Yeah, but you know what it is though? It's not like I'm up here or
Yeah, like the.
yeah. It's just like, oh,
Wait,
sorry,
one
is
second.
this where I'm looking or this? Yeah. So it's nice that it's
Oh
right
shit,
in
car! My bad.
here. Exactly. I can actually still see the road. I'm not missing a little bit.
I love this.
Yes.
This is like the coolest
So
thing.
I mean, this is really nice at night in my opinion also, but then
Day or night.
also you get your own backup
Yeah.
camera, then you don't have to wait for the system to then load up when you go into reverse because some cars really lag.
Digital
So,
cluster.
yes.
Heads up
also
display.
heads up display, correct. And again, heads up displays, all I want to do is
So-
stare at them. I feel so futuristic.
1996 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo or 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit 4xe.
In the way of the comfort, yes. The Summit is gonna take it all day long.
Hold on, not even comfort. You also got to realize this is much more powerful. It's much more
Yes.
efficient.
Yes, because we have a 33-ish
Kilowatt?
battery.
Yeah.
So
Good for like 19 miles of pure electric driving, depending on how you drive.
I think
If
it's a
you
little
drive
more.
like Dave, maybe it's like 10.
No, it's more than
Where you're trying to float. Yeah, I can tell it's definitely more than that.
that. It's got a little pep in its step too when you don't have it in hybrid or electric. But again, you know, we're not. It's a Jeep. We're not racing
Wait, did you
anybody.
say when you don't have it, when you do have it?
So there was no anything electric or hybrid. It was straight just the engine that we were working with.
So
just
when
there.
you do hybrid, it gives you an extra 44 horsepower.
but
That's what gives you the
okay.
370-ish horsepower.
Yes, but here's the thing about that, right? If I put my foot to the floor, it takes a second.
It's a Jeep. It's not a performance SUV.
I understand, and that's what I'm trying to get at. Yes, we have 374 horsepower from what I'm pretty sure 374, 372. Don't want to be mistaken. But you know, we're not racing anybody. This is for comfort. This is for luxury. If I wanted to maybe go on a little bit of a gravel road, if I'm going upstate or somewhere a little more secluded, it's going to
Correct.
get the job done. I have
Correct.
rock, sand, mud, snow, sport. And
I don't know why they put sport there. that one blows my mind.
But in the way of the air ride suspension and the comfort of sitting in these seats and how it's slightly nimble. I will give it that it's a little nimble.
Honestly, like I said before, passenger princess. I have
Yes.
my massage seats going and my ventilated seats going. It is amazing right now. I kind of like you driving around. You might be my new chauffeur for life.
I will duct tape your mouth shut and put you in the trunk. That will be me chauffeuring you.
Can I still sit in the front?
I just said in the back.
Damn.
So here's the other thing that
Back is pretty spacious. Not really that bad.
I mean the seats
Actually really
there's
nice.
some deep seats actually. Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
So,
We'll be showing that.
I'll
in a little
take
bit. But there's one thing that I don't like. Unlike some of the other hybrid or electric cars, I don't have control of making it to a low, medium, high, or adaptive setting on when I let go of the brake and it's doing its
The regen.
The regen, yes. It feels like I'm just throwing away on the front, and I feel like I'm constantly
Keep in mind,
subconsciously doing
new
this.
technology.
I understand that.
It's something that all these auto companies are trying to get accustomed.
I like
me.
it. I think it's a great touch with what a lot of them are doing, even if they're going like to a quarter or half, and it's semi, whatever you want to call it, right? And you get some nice, fun little perks with
And
it too.
again, these are all growing pains. Not
Yeah.
everybody knows exactly how everything works. So what ends up happening is until they figure out, you know, which everyone's going fully electric. But right now, a lot of people are still hesitant on leaving their ICE behind. Internal combustion engine.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay,
Yes.
just making sure.
Say it one more time so people who don't know what ICE means.
Internal combustion engines.
Big boy. I'm proud of
Thumbs up. No, but seriously. So a lot of people aren't feeling comfortable with it. With the long recharging times of like 20, 30 minutes to get, you know, 70% batteries.
Yeah.
Or people are feeling uncomfortable. They have that fear of what if, you know, I have to go somewhere further distance. So again, this is a pretty cool mix. You still get a little bit of the hybrid, which gives you a little bit more efficient motors. It gives you a little bit more efficiency when it comes to gas. It conserves your wallet a little bit. Granted, you know, you're paying $77,000 for a Jeep. Like, it's not
Yeah.
something you're used to hearing. I feel like that's something, yeah. 77,000.
It's a little bit of a tough pill to
So
swallow.
again, the X5 we did, which doesn't have as many features as this, doesn't have the massaging seats, doesn't have the ventilated seats, it doesn't have air suspension. So again, not all the creature or luxury creature comforts that this particular vehicle has, but it was also $5,000 cheaper.
So
It was also faster,
come to Jeep, get a lot more bells and whistles on the tech and interior,
which I love.
or maybe one or two steps above an X5 and get a little more speed and nicer sounding nice sounding turbo with the car.
Well, my question to
but
you
still-
only is, what do you find to be more comfortable, drive-wise?
The X5.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of have to roll that route too.
And it's not, so the suspension on this we weren't really driving it on as many bumps over them with the X5 as this. This is handling them very nicely, and obviously because it's a Jeep. But when it comes to between the hybrid, the e-save, which is just, or what they're calling e-save down here, or just electric mode,
No, e-save is it doesn't use any electric.
it doesn't use any electric. Shut up. What I'm trying to say is the car felt smoother in that aspect of the drive. When it came to the comfort of the road, as in how does it handle the road with bumps, this handles it maybe a little bit better because of the air suspension. But again, when it comes down to when I put my foot on the gas and go, X5 is taking it.
So, safe to say BMW is your performance oriented. I like to drive my car and have a blast, whereas Jeep is more, I want ventilated seats, I want massaging seats, all of which you can also get in the X5, but again, you're going to be probably around $10,000 more expensive than the Jeep.
Yeah, that's where we're going to wind up going if we want
Yeah.
to go in the X5. If you can give up
So
some
if
of
you
the
have
things,
an extra 10K burning a hole in your pocket, go get yourself a fully loaded X5.
I don't want to encourage anybody
But
to
if
go
you wanna
unwisely spend their money.
I want to save $10,000, you get a Jeep Grand Cherokee Summit 4xe and save a little bit more money on gas and get a couple more bells and whistles for 10 grand cheaper. I see it, man. Listen, the other thing is this, there's a lot of super patriotic, I only buy American, I love American.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
And no, I
don't-
stand behind it too, man. We live in the best country.
I'm not saying that this is a bad car. I'm saying with, the growing pains of going with the electric battery.
Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being I would buy this, 1 being
6.5.
You didn't even let me finish what 1 would be.
I don't even need to hear what one would be. I already know where you're going with this. I'd give it a 6.5, mainly because of how smooth and how it's performing, and that I don't have as much that I can change up with switching from gas or using gas and a little bit of the electric or all the electric. It doesn't feel like for instance, if I'm going to be driving into the city, I'm going to have an issue with this because it's going to feel like I'm just this, or
being jolted all around.
but you're not really jolted. It really feels like you're slowly being pushed, and I can't I've been driving this now for about 45 minutes, almost an hour, and I can't find a feathering middle spot, so to speak, to make it smoother. I can only keep it in the gas power mode, and then I feel fine.
Maybe it's because you're not as good as the driver as I am. So how about I drive, and I will tell you how this works. So I feel the regen braking, not terrible.
I am not a fan of how that feels.
It's really not terrible. I mean, it's not. I also have it in hybrid mode, so I dig it.
I think it's because we're going so slow. Let's get back onto the main road, and then...
Oh, is that what it is?
Maybe with a little bit of speed, if you going over 10 miles an hour, you'll see the difference. It could just be me. It could just be I'm just not a fan of this one.
It could just be me. I don't know what I'm doing. I could just be
wrong. People can be wrong all the times. I could be wrong in this situation, and or a crazy person, and that's what it is.
Definitely crazy. I'm pleading that one. Crazy, for sure. Look, number one, massage sheets, mine has to be on. I don't know what you're doing on your side.
I'm good. It was doing it before.
Yeah, but it's like driving this car without the massage sheets is like going to a candy store and not buying candy. Wow, the lag is unreal.
I told you.
So it is smooth. I definitely don't want to talk about that. I don't like the regen on this. Oh my god.
Now you see what I'm talking about?
The regen is crap.
I don't want to, let's put it in nicer terms. I don't want to talk down to the car, so to speak. But in the way of when I said 6.5, yeah, 6.5.
I miss having something to hold on to.
Oh really?
I guess this will happen.
You like a nice cylinder like a...
No, that was you. That was you on our first video.
You just went like this a lot, and you know what? I'm not the one who made those movements. You did.
Actually, in the first video, you were the one who made those movements. I am just replicating what you said. So, haha.
Shut up and tell me how you like or how you feel about the
Love the heads-up display. Actually, really nice. Actually, heads-up display.
It's actually pretty vibrant compared to the other cars. It's a little more vibrant in my opinion, or I just don't notice the difference.
So I feel like the BMWs are more. It has more content in it.
Okay.
The colors on this are definitely a little bit more lively. The greens and the reds really pop.
That's what I thought. I did notice, so if you're going like a little bit over, it'll pop up.
I keep like going to the brake, and like you feel that little like soft like nudge
Now you
forward.
understand what.
But again, I feel like I would be okay with it as long as I have my ventilated seats, my massaging seats, surrounded in the nice leather.
But here's the thing, I couldn't get comfortable driving it just now. I felt like I couldn't drive the car without feeling like I was doing something wrong.
I also, yes.
Do you understand what I'm saying with that? I feel like I'm doing something wrong, and obviously when you drive a car, you have a more heightened sensitivity.
So those are mommy issues that you're going through, and I apologize for that. As far as the car's going though, I would honestly say that it's a little weird to drive. It has hold?
I don't think we have an auto hold here, bud.
Nope. Never get in this car.
I'm screen.
Hello?
I have a screen off button, but I do not stop. You're gonna make me dizzy.
Doesn't have a hold mode. I'm trying to figure this out. I know like with Mercedes, if you stomp on the brake, it'll hold it for you, but damn, no. No thank you. No thank you.
Your auto hold is your only saving grace?
Yo, that's like one of the main reasons that I love BMW.
If there is no traffic, if you can take it on the highway really quickly, 1-2 exits, see how it does real quick.
I'm scared.
I'm not saying we're gonna 0 to 60 it. I want to see how at speed, so to speak, the car feels.
You're not tracking a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
I'm just saying at speed, at moderate conditional speeds.
Dude, I'm feeling it right now. I mean, again, we're flowing with traffic. It has pep. Has a lot of pep actually for a Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Yeah.
Especially for a 4-cylinder. This is amazing actually. It drives really nice. What are we averaging miles per gallon here? Because it's not miles per gallon. We're averaging 26.8.
On the road, not the highway.
On the road, city driving.
Yeah, that's really good actually.
For a Jeep?
It's really good.
Dude, Hondas get these numbers, not Jeeps.
I mean,
what is that 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee getting? 2 miles to the gallon? With 30 horsepower left and alive?
On the streets or the highway?
Brother, you can take it to the moon, so and get those kind of miles per gallon.
On the highway to that, On the streets, I can get like 8 to maybe between 8 and 11. On the highway,
Good.
downhill, I can get like 26.
Downhill, engine off, and you're pushing it? You're just letting,
Yeah, I'm Flintstoning my way through the traffic. Yeah, I mean, that thing, it's old, man. What am I gonna do? I even got a bunch of things done to it just to make it run.
I do like all the information it tells you. It tells you what your percentage of battery
Yes,
is. It
the
tells
tech
you
is
how
nice
many
in this.
miles. It's smooth. I do get the kick that it gives too, because remember, it's trying to like pick between starting off electric and then kicking on the gas motor and kind of like making everything work in harmony. I see what you're saying.
It feels like it's gonna take some time for that to be really smooth now.
But I also feel like 6.5 out of 10 was a little harsh. I feel like this is a 7, maybe a 7.5 out of 10.
I'm only saying 6.5 out of 10 because of how that felt driving. I like the look of this car.
I also feel like you got a little spoiled driving SQ5, X5, iX. It's just, remember, the Germans do it better. It's always always been a proven thing.
Besides the point of that, the interior, how this feels inside, how the suspension rides,
Bougie.
it's really great.
Bougie.
It's
This
super
gives
comfortable.
you
that
luxury feel.
I'm talking about not someone who's gonna be passenger princess like you want to be, but someone who's gonna drive this all the time. And realistically, that was a killer for me. And I was
Yes.
driving the car almost an hour between filming and before
I agree.
filming.
I agree. But it has so many pros that one con really can't negate it. So
And I can understand that. It might just, for me personally, take a little more time to get used to. And that could be a lot of people. It can be less people. Realistically, it's going to take time for me to get used to that. Or maybe I just have to learn to, let's say, flow with how this car is better. And I'm just used to one type of driving, which is just normal gas power.
I'm in electric mode, actually. It's pretty smooth.
No, the electric, I didn't have any qualms about the electric or it in normal gas mode. The problem I had was the hybrid. I think the hybrid part lacks,
Well,
but it could just because I'm just not used to it.
What also sucks is we have 1 mile left on the electric. It's got 5%. So
Yeah, we did.
you got to take all the electric from me.
I mean, you did, you did do that with the iX. So I just, in return.
No, my friend. The iX came fully charged. We had all the electric we wanted. You gave me like 7%.
You know what? I didn't drive the
Greedy.
iX as long as you did. So you know what? I think this is my payback.
Greedy. No, look.
I can be greedy.
Other than that, I like everything about the car.
Like, that was a big bump. That was comfortable. That did not throw me.
The air suspension is really nice.
It is really nice. Like I said, the only thing that I have a problem is the hybrid mode.
Agreed.
It's really just the hybrid mode.
Agreed.
One thing out of the whole thing. And I love where they're putting the display for entertainment, the Navi, phone, vehicle options.
I love the hard button still.
Yes, and it, like, honestly, dude, just these switches, it feels like I'm in an airplane cockpit.
I knew
it's
you
so
were gonna
nice.
say that.
Come on, it's nice.
You know you said the exact same thing about the Audi SQ5 too, right?
Well, it's because it's actual buttons and switches. I hate haptics, you know this.
I hate haptics too, but unfortunately that's the way the world is going.
So what would you give this car out of 10?
Didn't I just say 7 to 7.5?
I want one of them.
For the cars that are out there in this price point, it belongs in a 7.
Okay.
It belongs at a 7. You really don't have too much competition where you have a full-sized SUV, you have this kind of technology, this kind of perks. It belongs on a 7. You got to give it a solid 7.
Okay.
The 3 points that I'm taking off is the sluggish infotainment and the sluggish understanding of, are we electric, are we gas, are we trying to do both, like what are we doing over here?
Okay.
But again, for realistically a first gen hybrid vehicle from Jeep, kudos to them, man. They really did a great job.
I'm not knocking it. I mean, other companies have completely tarnished it or botched it when it comes to that.
Botch is the right word.
This isn't bad for a start on the Grand Cherokees.
And I feel like it fits it, like it's a luxury car. Like Jeep transitioned from the rugged, brute American to the welcome to our iteration of luxury.
Yeah, with the design, how it looks, and how this one was built as the Summit, the upholstery,
It gives you
how
luxury
deep
vibes.
the seats are, the cushioning, it is a comfort with
Oriented.
luxurious, yes.
Correct.
And the suspension says it all, you know. And then yes, you do get a little bit more play, as in, I'm not racing anybody, but I can take this on the beach.
I wanna
and
put
I
you
can
in
go.
the back seat and see how this compares to its rivals, like the X5, like the GLE, like the Q7.
Now, when you say the back seat, are you throwing me in the trunk, or am
no,
I sitting?
I'm not rude. I'm a proper human being.
Okay.
Just because some people didn't raise you correctly doesn't mean.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Those are some fighting words, my friend.
Who throws another person in the trunk?
You deserved it. You're getting on my nerves that day. Should I tell everybody how you've been calling me and how you've been addressing me? No, that's what I thought.
All I said is, you shall bow down to your king.
Yeah, that's not happening. Unless you want this video edited.
Yeah, no, I need this video.
Exactly.
What do we got? We got LED front lights, LED daytime running lights. You have your parking sensors that run through the front. You have your front collision and distance control sensor. Sorry. You have your front camera, parking camera for the front of your car. You get beautiful 20-inch alloy wheels. Not crazy about the aluminum, but whatever. Beautiful two-tone white and black paint. You have a really huge trunk space, which I think is a really nice added bonus to this. So the next cool thing is people who have covers on their gas tank and don't like to touch them. Now it's coverless, I guess. And then obviously you also have your hybrid plug-in charge port right there. Pretty nifty. Although no cover. It's closed. Dang it. Never wants to listen to me. Going over to the driver's side, Dave. I'll let it run over to you. You have window controls, mirror controls, your seating preferences so that they remember you. I believe it's called memory seating, massage seating, and speakers, which I do not like the chrome at all.
But the stitching is nice.
The stitching is nice. The quilted two-tone stitching is really, really nice. Moving over to the seats and to the driver's side. Super luxurious. Digging it. I kind of really also like the wood accent on this as well. I think that's a pretty nice detail. Coming over to the back. At 6 foot tall, I fit rather comfortably. So if I was a proper human being, I'd sit like this. Seeing how I'm an improper human being and I'm fat. Fat guy certified. You get all the space you need. You have cup holders in the middle. We have your ventilation system for the back. Although, again, no ventilated seats for the rear. Shame. Moving over to the door panels, you do have this privacy. I know, Dave, we know, you don't have to reprimand me, it's privacy, blah, 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 blah.
Thank you.
Privacy screen that goes up and down so that the sun does not hit you in your eyes. Window controls, lock controls, speakers, blah, blah, blah. Door handle, pretty cool. Although, I don't know. I don't know what Jeep's thinking sometimes. I'm gonna take the camera from Dave and show you that Dave fits in there without pushing Dave in there. Let's go, big boy.
I thought this was the running joke of you get in.
You so wrong. Let's go.
Oh, I hate you some days, I really do.
I love you more. There you go. Dave
Oh, wow,
fits
this is a lot more room.
extremely comfortably, as you can tell.
Yeah, this is good.
So, very spacious, very roomy. Love it.
This is good. Put the seats down too.